All right, good morning. I'm gonna. The other day, I went to a lesson, and we checking our tuning, and it sounded to me like my student had uh, an open tuning, an alternate tuning going on, and yet it was only a difference of one string that made the whole thing sound absolutely incredible. Okay, so that's the sound. That was the sound of Sparky in the background too. Um, and so here's what the difference was. The E was standard, A was standard, D was standard, G was tuned down to F sharp, B was okay, and E was okay. So the whole thing was just the tuned down G to F sharp. But when you listen to it, you get that gorgeous sus dominant 7 sus sound, right? And when you look at it from that root, okay, so you got the root, you got a 5 in the root again, right? So that takes care of the E's and the B's. The A is the sus4, the D's the flat 7, the F sharp's the 9. So it's actually a dominant 9th sus4 chord, okay, when you do that. But the other thing I found interesting, okay, anytime usually you're going to do a sus sound, it's best to just play a whole step low, over, whatever major chord you want to suspend, do the major chord a whole step low. So this has a D F sharp built into it, okay? And yet I'm thinking E. So thinking E, I started realizing this is like the ultimate on Broadway voicing. And I'm actually getting the C sharp or the 6 in on the picture too. And just doing this, I'm getting my E major. All right, Sparky's going. He's taken off to another spot. So let me show you how you can get on Broadway out of this. Right? And you can throw in bluesy riffs too. Right? Of course, you want to take it out into George Benson land, and get some nice, some juicy blues riffs kicking in. Right? So you want to, definitely delve into that. Right? And there's a nice little slide right there. Right? And you can do some fun little things down there on that too. Right? So it's a cool little way of playing on Broadway, and so easy. So when I'm doing this, I'm actually getting my E chord. That's just straight out E. If I do what looks like an E chord, I get E minor. So that's another thing to look at, on the thing. So how do you get major and minor? That's it. You just drop that third string note. And playing things around the third string, everything's normal. Anytime you get to the third string, make sure you raise it a half step in order to get back to what you would think you would have. So this is G, not G sharp. Okay, so that's kind of a cool little item on it too. Is mapping out that third string now with the new thing. That took me a little bit to work out, but well worth the investment, you know, so that you really know your fretboard again. Anytime you do alternate tunings, that's one of the biggest things you have to do is you have to go and map out what you're planning on doing with it, you know, and find all those locations. But even on a standard tuning, you should be mapping out your fretboard. All right, well, have fun with that one.